Hey friend, it's Brandon Gustafson with Assisted Living Investing. Welcome to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be talking about who you should be partnering with to start your residential assisted living business. If you're interested in learning about that, make sure you stick around for today's video. Hey friend, I'm Brandon Gustafson. I own and operate 2 assisted living facilities, and I created this channel to help people like you learn the ins and outs of investing in assisted living. Welcome to Assisted Living Investing. Before I get started on the topic for today, which is who should you be partnering with to start your residential assisted living business, I want to remind you to get over to the website, assistedlivinginvesting.net. You can get access to our free underwriting calculator, a bunch of other free stuff there as well. And if you scroll down, you can see some of the other things that I have available on the website. Now let's get into the topic for today's video, which is who should you be partnering with to start your residential assisted living business? A great question for you if you are trying to figure that out right now. But before I talk about who you should be doing it, I want to give you a little bit of advice with the caveat I'm not an attorney, but here's where I would give you some advice. Talk to an attorney. Make sure you have the structure in place first. Make sure you talk to an attorney, have things set up appropriately in the correct legal structure. Make sure you are creating and operating an agreement between you and whoever your partners are, so everybody knows exactly what work they're going to be doing. And also, you're going to probably want to consider creating an LLC. I created a video on this topic of should you do a sole proprietorship or an LLC in residential assisted living. So make sure you go watch that. It's going to give you a little bit of clarification on which of those is best for you. I would recommend an LLC, though, for the reasons why. Go watch that video, though. The next thing you're going to want to do is start considering who is a good person. Who do you trust, really? And this is going to come down to a few different things. I mean, you could get into business with family. I've talked about this before. I own my facilities with my dad. And so we have it, it's a family-owned business, and we operate it together, which is great. You'll be looking at friends as well. And those could be close friends that you grew up with. You hear all kinds of stories about people that do that with their businesses. It could be that person, or it could be a new friend that you met at a meetup as you are going through and trying to figure out who you should be partnering with. Friends and family are great options for you to be doing it, but you want to make sure that you trust that person, that you trust their ability to kind of work with you and help you reach your goals. You also might consider business associates, people that you've worked with for a long time and you have a good working relationship. You already know how you're going to work together, and they're a friend of yours as well. But that's a really great opportunity for you to leverage some of those experiences that you have. If you've got somebody at your work who you feel confident in and your skill sets complement each other and you feel like you could go into business together doing this, that's another great person. Think to yourself, who do I trust? And then start having those conversations with those people. Start building that relationship and see if it's something that you really want to move forward with. It's going to benefit you a lot rather than just taking some old schmuck off the street. Getting in business with somebody you know and trust is going to be huge. Now, I want to talk to you a little bit about why a partnership is such a great idea. Partnerships are a really good idea because you can spread out that workload a little bit. So in our business with our facilities, my dad and my mom actually helps out with this. They take care of the finances. They do the bookkeeping. They take care of all the financial stuff. They bill for our residents and things like that, which is great. It's something I could very easily do. I have the skill set for it, but it's something I would prefer to not do. And it takes so much time. So they work on that. And I work a little bit more closely with our administrators and do a little bit of coaching with them and make sure the licenses are in place. And a lot more of the regulatory stuff are the things that I do. And part of that is I have the education and the background for it. I work in the healthcare industry, so I've got a lot of experience with it. So that helps out a lot as we get started on our journey of investing. So it's just something that you might want to consider there. What are the skill sets that you have? And then with your partners, you can spread that out a little bit as well, which is going to just save you a little bit of time and heartache and headaches as you go through it, so you don't have to do this all by yourself. The reason would be you're probably able to qualify for better loans. If you have multiple people, one of you might have better credit than the other. Or it's also showing to a bank that, hey, these are a group of people. This person's not trying to just do this by themselves. I feel a lot more comfortable working with them and lending them the money that they need to get started on this business so they can be successful. So that's another really key part there with that one is you're probably going to be able to open up a few extra funding opportunities for you and just make it a little bit easier for you to get the funding you need to get started with your assisted living business. Now, I'm going to tell you a few reasons why you may not want to do a partnership, or why you really need to be careful before you jump into a partnership with somebody. And the big reason for that is you're both liable if one of you or somebody in the partnership does something they shouldn't be doing. So if you have somebody that is embezzling funds, or you have somebody that is letting it go as far as the license and not getting that in place, or you're just not being compliant with the way that you need to be compliant in assisted living with different regulations and things like that, then you as a group are all going to be liable for those issues and those shortcomings. So that's another reason why you have to trust the people that you're getting into a partnership with. If you don't have that level of trust, it's going to give you a little bit of pause. I think you might want to consider not moving forward with a partnership. I think it's better for you to avoid a partnership that you're not comfortable with and don't have complete trust in, as opposed to just jumping into it because you want to get it done, because you don't want to put yourself in a bad situation. That's why I suggested that you create the proper legal entity and you take a lot of time building out that operating agreement with your attorney to make sure everybody's roles are specific and you know who's doing what. Those types of precautions are going to allow you to just have a level of confidence in your ability to operate and run the business the way that you would like to do it. So with all of that said, partnerships, a great way for you to get started on your investment journey, especially here with residential assisted living. It's a great way for you to help get funding and spread that work around. It's going to make your life a whole lot easier and just going to make it a better experience for you overall as you get started on your investment journey here with residential assisted living. Does residential assisted living sound interesting to you, but you don't know how to get started? At assistedlivinginvesting.net, we're here to help you through the process, start to finish. I want to thank you for watching. I want to remind you to get over to the website as well. Assistedlivinginvesting.net, have our free underwriting calculator to help you on your investment journey. And if you scroll down on the website, you're going to see our accelerator course, which is going to help you get to your path to ownership in just 12 weeks. It's everything that I learned to close my facilities from starting in May of 2020 to September in 2020. Shows you can do this in that amount of time. I'm coaching you through that process in those videos. So excited to share that with you. I want to remind you to like the video, subscribe, and ring the bell as well so you get notified every time we go live and do this content for you to help you out on your investment journey. And I want to thank you for watching and have a great day.